Hello makeup lovers, welcome back. Hola mi bellezas, bienvenidas. I hope you all are having a great day, a wonderful weekend. In today's video, we're going to be reviewing and testing, wear and test, the new Kevin Aucoin Foundation Balm. But before we start this video, please don't forget to subscribe if you have not, and hit the little notification bell down below. Just click so you subscribe and get notifications every time I upload videos like this. I upload videos every single week, and follow me on social media, CV Makeup Lover. Alright, now let's start talking about this beautiful foundation. This is the package. I went and got it to Sephora, and my face is completely bare. I did my eyes and my eyebrows not to waste any time doing my eyes. My skin has been prepped with a moisturizer with sunblock, but I have not added any primer whatsoever yet. Now, this is the box and the new foundation. I went yesterday to Sephora and I was surprised to see that almost none of the foundations were tested. They were untouched. And I first checked the Sephora website because I didn't know about this foundation. I received an email from Beautylish and I was intrigued because it was for oily skin. I almost didn't review this foundation. I want you guys to know because I already purchased the one from Pat McGrath. I'm waiting for Charlotte Tilbury's foundation, and to me, that's what I was really excited about. But nevertheless, I'm like, okay, how do I find my shade? Because this is a cream foundation, and you really cannot take samples. I went ahead and clicked on the Sephora website, and the shade finder matched me to EF10. Well, when I went to Sephora, that shade is really light for me. And I'm like, nope, that's not gonna happen. I asked for help. They matched me to EF13. Now, finally, let's get to the foundation. And I'm gonna show it to you. It comes in this box. It's a big box. It's small. I was really shocked because I was expecting the size of the Chanel Teint Soleil, that beautiful cream bronzer, which I've been dying for Chanel to get darker shades so I can wear it because it's a little bit too light for my skin complexion. But anyways, going back to this foundation, it retails for $52. It comes with this little kabuki brush, and it's dense and fluffy, very light. It's small. Look at the size. I'm gonna put it right next to my face so you guys can see a little bit. And it comes, you have to think about, the price of Kevin Aucoin brushes. They're very expensive. I have a few and they're really good high quality brushes, and this foundation comes with a brush which is pretty good for the application. Now let's talk about the product. This is in color deep FB13 foundation balm. It's made in Italy, 22.3 grams, which is 0.7 ounces. It's very little, but probably the logic behind is that it's so compact that it will last you. But $52, and it comes with the brush. Well, let me go to the Sephora website and read the description of this foundation. Pardon me, I'm gonna look down. All right, according to the website, it comes in 20 shades. Its coverage is full, the finish is matte, and the formulation is cream. And I was laughing because on the Sephora website, all the foundations, almost all of them, are for every skin type. while for first time I encountered that on the skin type on the Sephora website, it says that it's for normal combination skin. And I believe that's the truth, because for dry skin, since the texture is very powdery, which I'm going to show you in the back of my hand, it will be, you will have to, if you have dry skin, you will have to wear a lot of moisturizer. And now this foundation formula is formulated with hyaluronic acids to hydrate the skin, antioxidants, vitamin E to protect and condition the skin, avocado oil, and to support the skin barriers and protects against external damage. It also says that it's free of paraben, that's a good thing. And it comes with this brush, which I already mentioned, for an effortless application. Let's go to the color. And I have to say, the difference in coloring, it's very substantial, because they only have like 5 dark colors and the rest are from very fair to medium tones. I don't know if you are in between colors, but you might have to mix and match. Also, I checked the website of Kevin Aucoin and he recommends 3 shades and up for a bronzer application, which is good. This is the color, and I kind of did my finger a little bit there, and I hope this foundation doesn't look gray on my skin. I'm a little bit afraid of that. I asked the salesperson at Sephora, the beauty experts, because this is how it looks on the back of my hand. I feel like the colors look a little bit too light on me, and I might have to come back for darker shade. We'll see. The texture is powdery and you really don't feel any oils. I'm gonna show it now, the inside of my hand, so you see the differences on colors, because it's where I have my veins and it's lighter. Now this foundation, they don't talk about for how long it lasts or if it oxidizes, which I'm very curious. And that's one of the things I'm planning on doing today. I want to wear it for a couple hours and see if it oxidizes on the skin. And if it breaks around my problem areas, which are this part around my nose and around my lips. I got the camera a little closer for application. And I'll start by applying a little bit of my Tatcha primer only where I have my large pores, right here and right here. Now that I apply my primer, I'm gonna dip the brush into the container, which is, it's very sleek, I have to say. I have to talk a little bit about the container because I really like this. And it's kind of, it looks like a pomade. It's kind of cute. And it has a plastic cover, which is very good because a lot of these cream products, they have a tendency to dry out, which happens with some of my Chanel cream eyeshadows. I discarded the plastic cup and those are the ones that went bad. They dried out. So I will keep it to protect it. And I don't have a product like this, a cream foundation, to show you and compare. But it's smaller and none of my other foundations are less than 1 ounce. None. Now I'm going to swirl my brush here and apply it. And according to the website and the description, it says that apply it on the center of the face towards the outside. Oops, and yes, it's full coverage, and I'm not used to you wearing full coverage foundations, but with this one, it feels very light, very, very light. I assume that if I want to sheer the foundation, I will use a sponge, but I think I can still, right now, go a shade darker, which would be shade 14. But the beauty experts at Sephora, they said to go with this shade. It's very well full coverage, very, very full coverage. But I feel like I can go another shade. It's very light, doesn't feel tacky, a little bit wet, it feels. And one of the reasons I decided to do a review on this foundation is because of a lot of oily skin women out there like me that suffer, and we're always looking for the holy grail foundation. But I think I will use a beauty blender to sheer the product a little bit more on my skin. It doesn't mention for how long is the duration, the longevity of this foundation. I want to know about that, but I like it. I would just like a different color because right now I feel like I look ashy and that doesn't make me happy. I will grab a beauty blender and quickly just a little bit just tap 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 on my skin. You're wearing much on your skin. I will apply concealer now and see how it does with another cream product on top. That was one of my fears. And I don't think you should apply powder on top of this foundation because it's so powdery that you do not need foundation. It really modifies the skin. Let me go with my beauty blender. Yeah, definitely I think it's too light for me. Unless it oxidizes, we're gonna know pretty soon if these foundations oxidize. Right now, it doesn't feel like it is a problem for my concealer. It blends well. I have to apply a little bit more here. This is my Chanel concealer in color 91 caramel. But I can see according to my concealer already that yes, this foundation is too light for my complexion. But since we are reviewing it, I can always, if I like it, I can get a darkest color. And it would still give you an idea on how it looks, which is the main purpose of this video. Let me apply a little bit of blush, and I will use Clear the Paw in color 1. This is a cream blush, looks like this. Since we're wearing cream products, we're gonna stay within the same family. But I will tell you, my skin is already feeling and looking, wow. I really like how my skin is looking right now. Yes, it's just been like a few minutes since I applied this foundation and I can see how it's working on my skin. There, we applied blush to my face and I didn't get any of the highlighters or his eyeshadows. I don't know, I never been drawn to his eyeshadows. Maybe later, depending on how I do with my face foundation, I will get his eyeshadows. I have a couple of brushes from his line that I love, are magnificent brushes. I got his contour sculpted powder. This one, magnificent, matte. It's perfect to contour the areas of your face. But I got the Glass Glow lip gloss. Looks like this, is beautiful. That I really like. I tested it and it was beautiful. I will line my lips with Manic from Urban Decay. Now I will apply the color. And let me show you on the back of my hand how it looks. It's so beautiful. That was the first time I saw those lip glosses. Love it. It's beautiful. And I will apply it directly to my lips because I don't have a lipstick underneath. And this is how the lip gloss looks on me. It has like this glass effect and it's very beautiful. I love it. I'm going to be also wearing it on top of other lipstick, like matte lipstick. I think it's great. It doesn't feel I thought at the beginning that it would be pasty and give me that like sticky feeling. It doesn't do that. But now my makeup lovers, mi bellezas, I'm going to go away for a few hours and test this foundation, see if it oxidizes, if it changes, and then check with you a couple hours later. This is the time. It's 3:40 right now. I'm gonna run a few errands, do a couple of things that I have to do, and then check back with you again later. See ya. Hello makeup lovers, I'm back, and this is the time in the evening. So it's 6:40 and it's been quite a few hours since I filmed this video, and this is how this foundation looks on my skin. I'm definitely not shiny. It really is a great foundation. I am impressed. I noticed that I'm not shiny, but there's still foundation around my nose. I'm gonna get you closer so you see. Get the camera closer. And around this area where is my problematic area, around here, I have foundation, and it didn't really crack. I did not powder my skin. I don't think you should powder with this type of foundation. I feel like my skin, it doesn't feel heavy or cakey. It's very light. And this foundation is really a shame that they don't have a more range of colors, since it's such a good foundation. Really, with all the skin care benefits, even for mature skin, I really recommend that. It's great foundation, travel friendly, foolproof, because you can use this to retouch whenever you are out, and you do not need to apply powder. At least I didn't apply powder. I don't recommend it for dry skin. I think it will make your skin look heavy or kind of like crack. Although all the skincare benefits that is in that foundation to hydrate the skin and balance your skin is what help us. So it doesn't sit on my fine lines. And I gotta tell you, I did a lot of things. I drank coffee, I had snack. I did a lot of things around the house. Went outside and watered my plants, and still I have the foundation that looks intact on my face. And I am very oily, and usually by the time I know, like an hour later after applying a foundation, how it's going to be. And with this foundation, I still have it on my face. It did not transfer, nothing at all, which is a good thing. I hold my kids and no problem. I forgot to mention at the beginning, it doesn't have a fragrance. It does not smell. So if you are somebody that does not like fragrance in your foundation, this foundation contains no fragrance. And look, I barely scratch the surface of the container with the brush. I think this will last for a long time. And if you like the Chanel Soleil, the bronzer, this can be a great replacement. I'm certainly going to get the right color for my skin, because this color is really not the right color for me. I'm gonna go back to Sephora, get the next color and a couple more shades darker for my contour. Also very important, I noticed no oxidation on this foundation. I mean, it goes into the skin, like kind of the skin absorbs, giving you that nice skin-like effect, but the color kind of remains the same, I noticed. But it's very nice. They did not talk about the longevity of this foundation or transfer proof, but neither, I mean, it's been a while since I applied it and it looks great. It's still on my skin. And sometimes some matte foundations, what they do is probably because they are so matte, even on oily skin, you feel like they're cracking, they're heavy, on your skin? None of the case. And I have to say something. If you are oily skin and you ask me between Pat McGrath and this one, I would suggest to spend your money here to purchase the Kevin Aucoin. It's perfect foundation for oily skin. This one is more for drier skin. This one, if you set and prep your skin, it's great. But this one, it is fantastic. Unfortunately, they only have 20 shades. I just hope that they can create more colors, be more inclusive, because it's really also a shame that more people that would like this product can get the right color. Try to find your color because it's really a nice foundation. I really like it, and from the price range, you get a Kevin Aucoin brush, you get the foundation, which it has a lot of skincare benefits for $52. I think it's great. I'm really satisfied and impressed. Makeup lovers, I will leave everything down below on the description box for your convenience. I hope that you found this video helpful and that you like it. Leave me your comments and questions. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. Thanks so much for watching.